Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me, again. And again, I am here to bring you yet another update. And unfortunately, my update is the same as all previous updates. My phone has not rung. And just as in all previous updates, I will confidently and with all assurances say my phone has not rung yet, because it's going to. Now, folks, I told you it was going to happen. What was going to happen? Parents were going to be very upset. Parents, real parents were going to be very upset that their child was used as political fodder to make a political statement. A child that has no concept of what's even going on, simply because, well, hello, the indoctrination centers that they call public schools are, well, they no longer teach how our government operates. They just let the children do whatever in the world they want to do. They're their friends. No. Mm-mm. And this is what always happens. They always go too far. The left always swings way too far left. They're not satisfied with slow, steady ground. They believe that they can just come in and force their opinion. They can use shame. They can shame you into doing what you want to do. We'll get back to that. Well, I told you exactly what was going to happen. What was going to happen were parents were going to wake up and were going to hold these teachers accountable. I just saw a video where a dad, hello, pay close attention, men. A dad went into his child's school and didn't talk to the teacher. No, went straight to the top. Sound familiar, people that know my situation? Stop dealing with the underlings. Go straight to the top. He went straight to the principal. And what he told the principal was he wanted to know who was it that let his child go out and participate in that protest. Who was it that let these children out on the street? Now, notice what happens whenever you confront these fakes, these frauds, these counterfeits. They wilt. They suddenly say, oh, I'm not responsible. It's somebody else's job up above this. So who do they blame? Who does the principal blame? The principal blames the child. But first, what the father says is, look, I do not want you. Pay close attention, dads. Pay close attention, moms. I do not want you, and he's speaking to the principal of the school. I do not want you to influence my child in any way. Democrat, Republican, Independent. I don't want that. I want that out of the school system. Hello? I told you that this is exactly what would happen. Exactly what would happen, and it's happening. And he said, you're here to teach the children. So teach the children. And then he asked, he says, who was it that let my child go outside and do that? She said, well, it was their choice. He says, excuse me, their choice? Pay close attention. Oh, it's not my job. I can't make anybody do anything. Mm-hmm. Making and allowing is two different things. You didn't make them, but you sure did allow them. Now, didn't you? Didn't you? All for your own political, all to put forward your own political statement, your personal beliefs. You're not there to influence the child. You're there to teach the child. So the father said, "What do you mean it was their choice? You didn't stop them? No, we can't stop the child. We can't stop them. We do not restrain. Pay close attention. We do not restrain children from leaving the school." He said, "Wait a minute, hold on a second. You're telling me that you're not going to stop a 12-year-old kid from walking out of class?" "Well, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. You've got to be kidding me." That is the threat right there. No, we can't do anything. We don't teach them. We teach them that they can do whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do. Just let them roam the halls. Let them go jump on cars. Let them mock authority. Because they'll listen to us because, well, hello, we're the authority. Light bulb's coming on. Just letting them do it. We let them be whoever they want to be until it no longer fits our political profiling. So then the father really scared the snot out of him. He said, "What?" And he said, "Well, hold on a second. You are the principal. It's you run this school." "Yeah, Scared to death, wilting down. When you stand up to the bully melts. It's your job to teach these kids." "Well, I can't prevent the kid from going out." He says, "Well, then whose job is it then?" And what do they do? "Oh, it's not my job. It's above my pay grade. I just show up and collect a paycheck," which is basically what the woman was saying. "Well, that's my supervisor's job. Or the superintendent's job. He's the one that gives the authority to do that. He's the one," thinking about that, folks. This grown woman, who's supposed to be the principal of a school, evidently it's a grade school, 6th grade. I don't know how it is wherever it is you all are. In New Orleans, where I grew up, 6th grade was junior high. And I can tell you right now, if I ever tried to leave, if a student, once school started, once they showed up to school, if a student just all of a sudden decided to say, "Hello, I'm going to walk off the school grounds," that ain't going to happen. Because it's my responsibility to keep you safe. And in fact, that's what the woman said. It's my job to make sure that the kids are safe. Yeah, they're safe by just letting them walk out into the street. You give them enough rope and they hang themselves. No. So then the father said, "Fine, then give me their names. I will go to them." That principal needs to be removed. All of those teachers that allowed these kids to do what they did, they're the threat. They're not teaching. They're promoting their own political ideology, folks. Plain and simple. And we are waking up and we are seeing that now. Or should I say, those who have not seen it are waking up and seeing it now. And they will be removed. Because we can't have this. There is accountabilities here, folks. So what the last thing that the father said was, and he said it prior, he said, "I already got me a lawyer. I've got me a lawyer, and I am going to sue the school district." Now that they understand. That they understand. And you're going to see a whole lot of that coming out. Class action lawsuits filed against school districts. Hey, look. If you can't do the time, then don't do the crime. Don't do it. How about that? It's time that is done to those who have taken an oath. In Washington, for your little city council members, for your courts, for your law enforcement officers, it's time to stop propping up the fakes and frauds and counterfeits. It's time to come out from among them. Stop supporting them. Stop propping them up, because at the end of the day, they're going to do exactly what they want to do. The only thing that they're trying to do is avoid accountability, because that's all that principal did. That's it. She kept saying, "Well, it's not my, no, we can't restrain the kids. We can't do anything." So what? What you're telling me is you are refusing to be the adult in the room and you're treating the child as equals. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. We have taught these children that they are equal to adults. No, they're not. They're children. They need supervision. They need instruction. They need direction. And this one's really going to bother a lot of you all. They need discipline. Period. So what's the solution? Stop propping them up. Hold everyone accountable. It's happening, folks. You can't stop this. Stop propping them up. Stop propping up all the fakes and frauds and counterfeits. Come out from among them. Scripture verse time. Scripture verse time. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. We're only going to read 2 verses. Verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbeliever. For what with unbelievers? For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communication hath light with darkness? It's time to hold these imbeciles accountable. These people are basically telling you your children are not being supervised at school. They're not being disciplined at school. They are not being educated at school. We just let them, hey, if they want to get up and walk out the classroom, then we just let them get up and walk out the classroom because, well, hello, we deemed that they are equal to adults. Always go too far. Come out from among them. Set the standard. Hold these people accountable. What you going to do? What are you going to do? If you won't do it, Almighty God will raise up others who will. Accountability is here, folks, like it or not. We're going to skip down to verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Well, 3 verses. Verse 18. And will be a father unto you. Almighty God will be your father. And ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. Again, that's 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, 17, and 18. It's time to come out from among them. Because by overlooking the injustices, by overlooking the criminal acts, that's what's gotten us here in the first place. Well, there's no more overlooking. No more overlooking. These politicians can say whatever in the world they want to say. What they cannot deny is that their oath says that they are to serve you, me, we the people. And if they are not serving us, which they haven't been for decades, then they are violating the oath. And if they violate their oath, that's a criminal act. That's a treasonous act, according to our laws, the agreed upon laws. And they knew that going in. It's time to stop propping up your guy, your gal, when you can see clear as day that they are a fake, that they are a fraud, that they are a counterfeit. And if you will not call them out, if you will not hold them accountable, Almighty God will raise up others who will. Period. The only question that remains, my friend, is what exactly are you going to do? Are you going to keep overlooking? Or are you going to be like that dad who's had enough and start holding himself accountable first, because he had to first hold himself accountable. He had to first acknowledge that, hello, this is wrong. 2, there's something I can do about it. 3, there's something I'm going to do about it. Light bulbs coming on. Now the question is, my friend, what exactly are you going to do? Just saying.